Hello and welcome again to airgunweb.com. My name is Rick Utzler and I'm glad you can join us again. Today we're going to be taking a look at the famous Beeman R9. This rifle has been one of my favorites as far as my wish list goes, and it's been a real pleasure to finally have the opportunity to really put one through its paces. All the things that I've heard about the R9 are not only true, but this rifle has exceeded all of my expectations. Let's take a look at this gun. The Beeman R9 is one exquisite air gun. This model shipped with a hardwood ambidextrous stock and no open sights, so you will need to put a scope on it. The stock is made out of very dark hardwood, and you can definitely tell the attention to detail is here. Everything about this gun just screams quality. The bluing is dark and rich, and everything fits together as you would expect out of a precision German-crafted airgun. What I can tell you is that shooting the R9 is an absolute dream. Every aspect of the firing sequence in the R9 demonstrates the high level of precision of the craftsmanship. The cocking stroke is very smooth, and the firing of the rifle is even smoother. It sports the famous record trigger, and that is also an absolute dream to shoot with. For our review, I mounted a Leapers 4x16 scope using a set of AccuShot high scope mounts. These have proved very stable on this rifle. Here's a look at that scope. I'm a real fan of Leapers. I know they are a lesser expensive brand. However, I've been very, very pleased with the performance per price point of these scopes. Here's a look at that famous record trigger. I can't say enough about this trigger. It is extremely nice to work with, and it behaves exactly like a trigger should. Very light first stage, and a very crisp second stage with no creep. The Beeman R9 shot the hobbies at a low of 924 feet per second, a high of 937 feet per second, an average of 930 feet per second. The extreme spread was 12.67 feet per second, with the standard deviation of only 4.58 feet per second. The advertised velocity of this rifle for standard lead pellets is 935 feet per second. This rifle averaged 930 feet per second. That's extremely close to that advertised velocity. The Beeman R9 shot many different pellets exceptionally well. The best groups on average came from the Beeman Kodiak pellets. Now these are a very heavy pellet, and although they are extremely heavy in 177, they actually shot relatively fast out of the Beeman R9. Here are the velocities. The low was 763 feet per second. The high was 779 feet per second. The average was 770 feet per second. The extreme spread was 16.82 feet per second, and the standard deviation was only 4.24 feet per second. Where the Beeman R9 really shines, however, is its accuracy. Take a look at some of these groups. As Murphy's Law would dictate, our best groups actually were shot off camera. I'm going to be writing an article about this rifle, and you can view that at www.airgunweb.com, and you can expect to see it up in a couple of weeks. In that article, I will have photos of some of the best groups we got, with some additional velocity information and pellet choices for this rifle. This is a world-class rifle that deserves a spot in any serious airgunner's closet. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. The Beeman R9 is an exceptional rifle. It shoots very, very smoothly, and it hits the target every time. It does take some technique to shoot, however, so you're going to need to practice your hold and your follow-through. The trigger is extremely crisp and easy to use. It's also very light, and it doesn't make it a challenge as far as trigger control goes. Most of your effort is going to be on your breathing and maintaining a consistent hold, and of course, like I said, follow through. Don't rush your shots, take your time, and this rifle can deliver sub-quarter inch groups at 20 yards. That's really, really something else out of a spring gun. I really want to thank the folks over at Pyramid Air for providing this rifle and all the supplies for the review. The next time you're looking to buy a new rifle, or you need to order your next batch of supplies, please remember to look up the folks at www.pyramidair.com. Until next time, my name is Rick Utzler. Please shoot safe and have a whole lot of fun.